It's been a very long time since I branched off of Call of Duty, and for those who are new to this channel, because I've gained a lot of new followers since I used to do a lot of this stuff, but back, I would say, months, when Battlefield 5 especially first dropped, I posted a lot of Battlefield, Apex, PUBG. I had a little bit more variety on this channel, but at the core of this channel, it was always Call of Duty, so you guys know I always went back to play COD every single time a new Call of Duty game came out, or I was just getting the urge to get back into the Call of Duty grind. You guys know I always put that first. But every once in a while I want to branch off a bit, to experiment with other games, because I do enjoy these titles. On my off time, when I do take breaks from Call of Duty, I play other FPS games. FPS games are my favorite genre, so I like to play Rainbow Six, Battlefield, Apex. I play those type of games when I don't go ahead and play Call of Duty. And today I just need to put this commentary together because I have to say I'm very, very, very disappointed in EA DICE. After a very long time off from this game, I've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare for God knows how many hours of my life have gone into that game, because you guys know Modern Warfare is really good on this channel right now. So I've been putting the majority of my time and efforts into trying to get Modern Warfare clips, drop some nukes, get some more commentary topics, and try to go on a day-to-day basis like that. But I've took a little bit of a break because I'm already level 155. I completed the tier list. And as you guys know, once you hit 155, there's absolutely nothing to do. And if you complete the tier list, you're crap out of luck at that point. I mean, there's literally nothing to do unless you want to grind for camos or something. But I'm not really interested in that whole grind. So I decided to hop back on some Battlefield 5. And oh my god. I knew the time to kill was awful. I knew the time to kill was awful when they changed it, because I went and I tried it again, and I absolutely hated it. But then I heard that they changed it a little bit with all the negative feedback. If only Call of Duty and Infinity Ward would listen when they get a lot of negative feedback. But of course they don't listen. But the Battlefield devs, they listened a little bit and they tweaked it. And I will say it is a little bit better than it was before. Actually, it's a lot better than it was before. But I can't use anything besides the dang STG or the Ribby or maybe the Tommy gun? I mean, the guns are awful now. They're absolute, utter crap. Trying to kill people at long range is nearly impossible in a game where the majority of all of your gunfights are long range. I don't know why they changed the time to kill. It was by far the stupidest thing EA DICE could have ever done. It was perfect. The game was perfect. I said this all the time. When the game first dropped, I loved it. I made nothing but positive content about Battlefield 5 because it was a good game. The only thing that was bad about it when I started to complain is when they wouldn't give us content. When the maps weren't coming out, when they were ignoring us with content with weapons and stuff like that. They weren't giving us anything to play in this game on that free-to-play path that they were trying to take. It just did not work with Battlefield 5, as you guys all know. Anybody who played Battlefield 5 in its prime, you know how this game was. And even with bugs and issues, it was a really messy game. But down to the core, it always comes down to the core gameplay, which, as you guys know, in Modern Warfare is complete utter crap. So, as you guys know, the game is unplayable and people stop playing it. But in Battlefield 5, even though it was tons of bugs, tons of issues, it was still playable. And I could still take my breaks from Call of Duty or take my breaks from any other game, come to Battlefield 5, and have a good experience. And even though I wasn't that hardcore into the Battlefield 5 scene like others are, I guess the content at that point didn't really affect me anymore. It didn't faze me, because the majority of my time now has been into Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so I've been pretty decent. But Battlefield 5, they added in the Pacific, which is absolutely amazing. The Americans and the Japs are now into Battlefield 5. They're adding in, once again, more weapons, more variety into this game. It's feeling good. The game is finally coming together. It's what it was supposed to be at day one. It's awesome now. It's absolutely awesome. And they're only talking about continuing the support for this title and adding in more content and adding in more maps and possibly more factions. I would love to see that. This would honestly be the ultimate World War II shooter. But of course they messed a few things up. First off, the health. That was the stupidest thing they've ever done. I don't know if anybody in the Battlefield community has changed their opinion about it. I haven't watched many Battlefield YouTubers in a minute. Like I said, I've been focusing a lot of my time on Modern Warfare. But me personally, I still think it's stupid. This is recent gameplay. This is from this video is going up tomorrow. So this is from yesterday, or the day that I'm recording this commentary. So this is fresh. I did put in time because I didn't want to put a commentary out without playing the game. I don't like doing that. The way I get my passion, the way I get my vibe, the flow, and the way I produce my commentaries is by actually playing it. Because by playing it, you get emotionally sucked into it, and then you actually get your feelings towards the title. And I can tell you this straight up, the health is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. If you don't have any medics around, if you don't have any med stations around, and you got into multiple gunfights, you're screwed. You either have to camp it out until a medic finally spawns and comes running towards you, or you fall all the way back to home base just for some meds. It's so pointless, and it kills the flow. This game would have so much better flow if they just fixed the meds in this game. But guess what? Instead of fixing the meds, they decided to, quote-unquote, fix the time to kill. This game is ruined now. I'm going to say it straight up. This game is ruined. It's doomed. EA DICE has killed every last chance of this being a good video game. I'm being dead serious. The time to kill is so drastically different. Now, I don't know if it's just because I haven't played this game in a while and maybe I just need time to adjust to the time to kill. Because, you know, after playing this game for so long, like many other players, you get, you know, adjusted to the time to kill, the way the weapons feel, the recoil pattern for how many shots you need to put into an enemy. It's a lot of things that you get, you know, pretty much adjusted to. But all this time, what is it, over a year later? After a year of putting, I think it's a year, don't quote me on that, but all that time of you getting adjusted to this video game, and in a blink of an eye, they changed it all. I'm personally not happy with it. It killed this game. And personally, I don't know if I can make any more content for Battlefield 5, let alone play this game. It's to that point where it's that drastic. Long-range gunfights are stupid. It's no reward to actually engaging with someone in long range, and that's the majority of the gunfights in this game. They're all long range, medium to long range, and sometimes you'll get some, you know, close quarter combat, but a lot of the fights that you have to do, you know, to advance to the next flag or advance to the next spot, you have to hold down locations and engage with the enemy. And in this game, with the visibility being awful and the meds being absolute crap so you can't push in certain situations, and now on top of all of that, they decide to make the guns shoot like little marshmallows so you can't kill anybody. It's pointless. And I don't want to brag or anything, but I am a pretty decent player. I can land a lot of shots, and this is just unreasonable. This is almost like Apex Legends and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 status. But the difference between Black Ops 4 and this is that Black Ops 4 was a very hardcore arcade shooter where more than half of your gunfights were extremely up close and personal. So the gunfights didn't feel like they were, you know, drawn out, long, and boring. But in Battlefield 5, it's not an insanely fast arcade shooter. It is an arcade shooter, but the gunfights are more long range, medium range, and you have to actually engage and predict your shots and lead your shots. And when you're doing all of that, you don't want to have to put in 8 to 10 bullets into an enemy at long range. It's too much. It's way too much. It kills the flow. It kills the game. I'm just so disappointed. I had to make this commentary. Yeah, don't worry, all of my Call of Duty players, I have more Call of Duty content lined up, some really, really good stuff coming up in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for some Modern Warfare stuff. But I had to put this out. I really did, because like I said, I enjoyed Battlefield 5. It was a good game. It was no need to screw it up like this. What's wrong with the developers? What is going on with all these people thinking that they know the perfect solution for their game when it's already fine? And for the developers like Infinity Ward, where your game is broken, but they won't listen to the community to make it good. Everybody is backwards right now. It doesn't make any logical sense why any of these developers are making these development decisions for these titles. It's like Battlefield 5 was perfectly fine. It needed no work to the time to kill. The time to kill was perfect. All it needed was content. That is it. But what did they do? They changed the core mechanic of the game, the time to kill. Why? And then Modern Warfare with Infinity Ward, it's a crap game, needs tons of work, the community is screaming at them to fix the certain issues, and instead of fixing it, they're ignoring it and they're just going to stick with what they already made. It's like, why can't it be backwards? Why can't Infinity Ward work like EA DICE and just fix their game, and then EA DICE work like Infinity Ward and keep Battlefield 5 the same and don't touch it? Please, God, man. I just had to make this rant because it's really annoying me. I want to enjoy this game, but so far, this possibly might be one of the very few videos you'll ever see again of Battlefield 5 on this channel until the time to kill is changed, because it's absolutely awful. But thank you for everybody who tuned into this commentary. It really does mean the absolute world to me. If you enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. If you hated it, you can always dislike it. If you're brand new to this channel and you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification button to be notified on all of my recent uploads. Also, you just want to chat with me or see some behind the scenes clips, you can follow me over on Twitter. And if you just want to catch me live streaming some video games, I do that over on Twitch. @JbowenDaMan for both. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.